Good evening, guys, and we'll be waiting for a few more students to join. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll start the meeting. Okay, I think I have enough participants on board, and can you hear me clearly? So, is my voice audible? Okay, so very good. Okay, thank you. Okay, so good evening, guys, and welcome to the exit session of your internship program. So when you think of exit session, I mean, don't think that you're exiting from something, or like don't have a thing in your mind. So what I'm trying to convey on this exit session is what you have actually done, what you need to do next, and also what are the opportunities that are available. This is very important. Okay. So I hope most of you are in your you have completed your third years. Either you are in your 7th sem or you are in your 5th sem. So if you are in your 7th sem, okay, fine. You have your placements are going on and you're trying to, join companies and you're trying to work with them. Second thing is, if you are in your 5th semester or your first years, so some first year students are also joined out of interest. So that is also great. So if you are in that position, so feel good about yourselves because you have some time. Also, you have this extra time opportunity as well. So this is also very important while talking about this. So if anyone is not able to join this particular thing, okay, so this particular program, if any, this meeting, if anyone is not able to join, so I'll be putting this recording on on YouTube, and that link on WhatsApp, so that you all can watch whenever you want to. Okay, so what is the whole agenda of this and how actually we are doing this? Okay, so screen is not visible. I have not shared the screen at all. So I think now the whiteboard is visible. Okay, good. So one thing is your internship is now totally complete. So point number one that I wanted to discuss. So what is the point number one is, how many of you have not still submitted the projects? So how many of you, anyone here not submitted the project? Okay, so there are few students who have not submitted the project. Okay, so that is there. So you might have your placements, you might have other things. Okay, so if you have submitted the company report, that is the end, guys. So only the company report. See why company report, why VTU report? See, company report is telling you that you have worked on this particular project, you have understood the terms and the things that are required for completing the project. So whatever domain you have chosen, so you have completed in that particular domain, and you are able to put it on the report. See, now, if you just copy and paste the report, we'll easily get to know that you have not done anything. But we as a company want to know what is the thing that you have done. So it is not just it is not just the report that we are seeing. We are seeing any good projects that are willing to fund. Okay, so if any projects are good enough to be funded, so we ourselves will fund the project and we'll take it to the next level. Point number one. Point number 2 is we also have a lot of freelancing opportunities. So what is freelancing? I was already told you there are hundreds of opportunities. So right now I have, okay, I'll talk about video report, guys, don't worry. So right now we have a lot of freelancing opportunities. So we have paid 15,000, we have paid 20,000, even 30,000 for certain projects. Okay, so those kind of things we have done from our end. So those things you are able to get also. So it is not just about submitting the project reports. We'll see the quality. So we'll see the quality of reports that have been submitted, and the deserving candidates will obviously get the paid projects also. So we have a lot of examples for paid projects. So that we will be doing. So that is thing. So if you have not submitted the project report, please submit it. Okay. So please do it ASAP. So I understand that you have a lot of things, that is you have things that is related to your placements and everything, but please guys, you need to submit the report. So company reports, you need to submit the company report. So okay, Sejal is asking about the VTU report. So VTU report, so when I talk about VTU report, so what is the thing that you need to keep in mind when we are talking about VTU report and VTU reviews? I mean your internship seminars. Okay, so everyone please understand this, because this is very important. Okay, so because everyone wants to pass their semesters and also try to, I mean, complete their engineering in a good way. So what is this VTU report and VTU seminar, internship seminar? See, some people have done the project in the group. So group in the sense 4 people are there. Suppose 4 people are there in the group. So those 4 people, I mean, pardon me, 4 people are there. Those 4 people are from XYZ college. Okay. So they are from XYZ college, XYZ same branch. So ISE, CSE or ECE, and they are working as a team. So college tells you that you should do individual project, you should not do group projects. Guys, project or individual things or anything. So we as a company, we are giving you a task. Okay. So it doesn't matter that whether you're doing it a group or a individual person, because when you go to an IT company, you can't do an individual project. Like if I tell you there is 100,000 requirements, you cannot do it. So that is why we decided that we'll give a group project. So, but if your college objects that, okay, so objects that particular thing. Okay, so what you need to do is, see, you have, for example, if you are in AI, ML or data science domain, so you will have this Zomato data set. For example, you have worked on this Zomato data set. So if you have worked on Zomato data set, so if one person has worked on data acquisition, so you can tell it as data acquisition of Zomato data set. That is the name of the whole thing. And you can like data acquisition of Zomato data set and machine learning application. So and ML algorithms that is related to that. So you can give the effective name for it. So whatever you have done, data acquisition and application of and applying ML algorithms on Zomato dataset. So this is the thing that you have done. Here you need to focus on the things that you have done the most. Okay. So if you have done the data acquisition part, focus more on that while doing the VTU report. Don't just put two pages, 1 page or that. If you are doing that, put 10 or 15 pages, and then you can mention that. So the other, we had worked in a team. So in like you can just write it in the report that the other team members who are involved in the project did, I mean, I was also involved in this, but the other team members efforts were put in these parts. So like that you can decide and you can work. Okay, so even though you have done the same topic, you can tell what is the specialization that you have done in the topic. For example, if you have done IoT, so it's like if you have done it on smart agriculture, so it is simple. So if you have done it on smart agriculture, you need to understand that if you are doing something related to cloud, you can like cloud implementation of smart agriculture. So if you are doing hardware, you could write in hardware implementation. So like that, whatever you have done, you need to give importance to that. So that is about the VTU report. And what will be there in this VTU report is about the company. So about the company in the sense about TechVid Labs, what is the strength of TechVid Labs, what does TechVid Labs do, all those things you need to mention. Okay, so if you're talking about the guide, so please make note of the spellings properly. ADITYASK. So you can put as CTO and director, TechVid Labs Private Limited. Okay, so this is the guide. I mean, this is my number, and my position in the company. So you can put this thing. Okay, so you can put this thing for your guide. So external guide, company guide. So you can put this thing. Okay. So I will be sharing you sample VTU reports. From that you can copy about the company. So if you're if you're working on IoT, so there is IoT department in our company. So if you're working on AI, ML, data science, or any other thing, so there is something called as data department in our company. So we'll be sending you separate reports individually to different groups. So you can like post it depending upon the report. So depending upon what you're working, you can post it so that you will get a better idea of about the company. So about the company, see, if you are doing it, okay, Gayatri is telling me, do we need to make a, guys, see, if you are not doing it for VTU, then company report is enough. So we'll give the certificate from the company side. Okay. So don't worry about it. So if you are not, if you are in your, this is for 7th semester students. Okay. Not 5th semester, not 3rd semester. If you are in 3rd, 5th, 1st semester, don't worry at all. You don't need to provide any VTU report because VTU is considering only internships done in the 3rd year. Okay. So don't worry, guys. There is, you need not submit anything to the company. You need not do a VTU report for just learning or to gain experience. So no need of that. So if you want, you can do it, but it doesn't get accepted in the VTU or in your university. Okay. Point number 2 about the company. Then the task LORs you will get, guys. You will get, because we are still in the process of completing the internship. Once you are you have completed the thing. So I will like, you have, some people have submitted the details individually regarding the LOR. Okay. So I will send a Google form. Please do fill in that Google form for your LORs, because some people have sent it individually. So when you send it individually, some people have given it, but other people I could not do it because my staff was working on some other thing. So LOR is letter of recommendation. If you are working, I mean, if you want to go to and study in a university abroad. So if you're studying in a university abroad, so you will be like eligible to like we will be giving a letter of recommendation from the company stating that you have done this particular task and you have been good enough, so that there is a slight weightage for that when you go to like countries abroad for your higher education. Okay, so for jobs no one accepts LOR, just about like further studies that you want to pursue. For jobs, I think no one is accepting a letter of recommendations. Okay, so that is the thing about LOR. So yes, I agree that Sneesh, you have submitted their reports, but lot of people have not submitted, and I'm taking the LOR things simultaneously. So that is why LOR will hold good even after a year. Yes, it will hold good even after a year, but yeah, fine. So it doesn't matter actually which time you have. See, it is like you have done this work, so that is why I'm recommending you. That's it, simple. So it holds good even for your lifetime. So that is not a problem. Okay, so talking about the report, okay, you write about the company, you write about the task, whatever you added in the company report, you try to add it and complete the VTU report. VTU internship seminars. So VTU internship seminars, what you're trying to do is everyone will do the same mistake. So that just go stand, talk about the company, like talk about the project that you have done. Everyone will talk about the same thing. That is why people won't get good marks. Okay. So what intelligent things you need to do in the VTU internship seminar? So whenever you have seminars that are there, okay, yes, LR is useful for any kind of higher education. So even when you're doing MBA, MS or anything. So I'm giving LOR for, I mean, this is basically for higher studies that the LOR will be given. But like, yeah, MBA also, if you have good data analytics skills, that is an addition. So it is good for MBA. Any higher education, they are giving this LOR. Okay. So the thing about the VTU internship seminar is, see, what most of the people do is they'll have 5 slides. One slide about the company, one slide about the project that they have done, and 2 slides will explain what is the project and you will end it off. So this is not the way how you do the seminars, internship seminars. So internship seminar should be done in a way such that, so what did you do? So what is the whole learning process in the like, see how to prepare the internship seminars list. So first point is company. So about the company, you need to tell what is the company doing. About the company, you need to give the slides. So company and about the company. So then So the schedule of the internship. So what is the schedule that you did? So in the first week you learned about, you learned about so many concepts that are related to like you had a training schedule, schedule you need to mention. So this is the thing that I have done. So this is the like these are the things that I have learned. So thirdly, you need to mention about your task. So internship is not just about learning, guys, it's about the task. So task given by the company. So what is the task that is given by the company? So this you need to mention. So I was assigned a data acquisition task by the company for this so and so project on this data set. You will be mentioning that. Okay, so what are the things that you did? So like task done by you. So for example, task completed. So what tools did you use? Okay, so if you are using like IoT, you will tell I use a like board called Arduino or Node MCU and I try to code. This is the cloud platform. This are all the things that I've done. So this also you can mention. So what are the tasks completed? In task completed, you need to mention the tools. For example, Python or programming language, or this is the hardware, this is the software. Tools and libraries that are related, you need to mention in the task completed. So after completing the task, what is the other thing that you also need to understand is what is the outcome that they will ask? Okay, you have completed the internship. So what is the outcome? So what is the outcome of this internship is I had very less knowledge on so and so concepts. So after attending this internship, so I was able to learn point number one, for example, Python programming in case of this AI ML or data science, and in case of IoT it is about hardware, embedded systems and everything. Okay, so I had less knowledge in this. I learned about technical skills. Okay, so there are in your outcomes also, there is technical outcomes and non-technical outcomes. So what is this technical outcome and non-technical outcome? So non-technical outcome is about working in a team. So I would learn how to work in a team, how to coordinate with projects, how to complete my own tasks. So all these are non-technical outcomes. Technical outcomes are like I learned about Python. I learned about the technical aspects. What are all the things that I need to do? See, these are all the technical aspects. Okay, so these are all the things that you need to mention in your video internship seminars. Don't just go blindly and do something and like, see, it is like it is a proud thing that you have done an internship and you have learned so many things and you have done and completed a project. So you must be proud of it and you must tell each and everything to your college or institution so that they'll understand the things. So that is very important. So what is the technical outcomes that you learn? What is the non-technical outcomes? Okay, so this is important in case of your VTU internships and seminar reports. Okay, so this is done. So next thing is about I'll clear this. So next thing is about the certificates. So certificates is very important. So that is why you have all like joined the internship and done it. So okay, so certificates. So regarding certificates, what has happened is many students have told that they'll do this project, they'll work in the team and they would try to complete the whole project and finish it off. Okay, so that is done, but many people change teams, many people change the topics and a lot of mix and match happened. So that is why I decided that I will send okay a final Google form. So final is final. I mean, it is a final Google form. I won't make any kind of changes in this Google form. That is also very important. So fill the details properly. So when I tell it is a final, it is a finalist Google form that I'll be sending. So don't make any kind of mistakes while filling the form. So I'm repeating again and again and again. Don't make any mistakes while filling the Google form. So what you need to mention in the Google form? So you will have your name, full name, you need to mention. So whatever you want the name in the certificate, again don't tell that I mentioned only my one like initial, I didn't mention initials name in the sense full name. Okay, full name you need to mention. Then institution. So institution, I recommend everyone fill it in caps. So some people tell like my like Institute of Technology, I is not capital, I is small. See, it is all system generated certificate. So I don't fill the certificates manually. I have written a Python script to generate all the certificates for you guys. So that is why. So it will be taking the forms directly from the responses. So that is why very important. Fill in caps. Okay, don't do such small, silly, simple mistakes. Then your semester. Okay, then branch of engineering. Again, branch. See, if it is computer science and engineering, like, okay. So if it is CSE, we'll put it as CSE or ISE. I mean, it is fine if you abbreviate it, but let us use shortcuts: CSE, ISE, ECE, Triple E. So like this, we'll use shortcuts. So please do put it in the form of shortcuts only, your branch. After that, you will be mentioning the project title. So again, don't tell, sir, I've done other project, I've filled something else. Those kind of things I won't encourage. So please put it correctly. Simple form, guys. If you can't fill a simple form, so what will you do in your life again? So simple form, project title, name, institution, semester, branch, project title, domain of internship. So domain of internship. So what is the domain? IoT, AI, data science. So those domains you need to tell. So domain of internship. So these simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns you need to fill. Okay. So 6 columns you fill it properly. Don't make any spelling mistake. See once before submitting it. So after you fill this Google form, so I will take 1 or 2 days to generate your certificates, and I will send the certificates to you. You can download it and you can use it. The certificates is again a soft copy. You can go and get a printout of that and keep it as a hard copy. So this is the way you will get the certificates, because you created so much of confusion. So it is taking a lot of time. So it is not a mistake from my side. It is okay. So if you are in your 4th year, you can mention it as 7th semester only, not a problem. Okay, so 7th semester only. Whatever USN, okay, you want me to add USN also? Okay, that also I'll add. So USN also you mentioned. Okay, so USN also you mentioned. Thank you. Okay, so I'll add USN also. So USN also mention it properly. Don't enter anything. I mean, don't enter any like invalid data or anything. Please concentrate and enter it once, guys. Simple thing, not complicated things. Okay. So this is the way to get the certificates. Okay. So certificates, you will get it in 2 days. Fill it properly. I will give like today is 6th. I will give deadline till 8th. So before 8th, you need to fill the form. And again, don't tell. So if you are a graduate, contact me separately. So if you are a graduate, you can contact me separately. I will give you a thing that is required for a graduate. Okay. Yes, TechVid Labs is registered under AICTE. We know that VTU will not accept internships that is not done under AICTE. We are a registered entity under AICTE. So okay, so you're in your third year. I mean, guys, it should see internships can be done. So I will tell you once again. In your 6 to 7 vacation, 6 to 7 sem vacation, if you are doing it, it is acceptable by VTU, or your 7 to 8 vacation. Okay, so you can do VTU report. I'm not telling you can't do. What will you do with the VTU report? Will you give it to me, or will you give it to someone? So if you want to do it, you can do. There is no problem at all. You can mention, you can see it and submit the VTU. You can tell that I have completed an extra internship also. That is also possible. You are supposed to do an internship in your 6 to 7 sem vacation or 7 to 8 vacation. So that is what I'm telling. Okay. So if you're a graduate, you contact me. You don't need to do a VTU report. You just contact me. So I'll help you get a letter, that is letter from our company. Since you're a graduate, so you would require that. You don't need a VTU. I mean, you don't need a VTU report, or you don't need to do anything like that. Okay. Okay. So yeah, contact on Telegram. Okay. So that is about the certificates part. So I'm clearing it. So next thing is, okay, so if placement preparation kit during your registration. So if you have promised the placement preparation kit, so that is placement preparation kit is nothing but again it is a set of preparation content of our video portal. So we will send you that also. We are just waiting to distribute the certificate. So once that is done, we will be giving access to your placement preparation also. No, don't need to worry about that. Okay. Okay. So the next thing is, okay. So after that, what next? So what next after doing the internship? So what next? So internship is over, then what do I need to do? So I'll just create a report, get the certificate, put a frame of the certificate, keep it in your home, do something like that. No, guys, see, certificate, internship certificate, that is fine. That is one reason why you do an internship. But what is the major thing that you need to understand, guys? See, compare yourselves with the classmates. So for example, you are a student studying in some semester, compare it with your classmates. Okay, so when you compare yourself with your classmates, so don't you think that you made good use of these 1 month time to learn something that you didn't know, or you knew something about it but you actually tried to like brush up your skills and try to understand some more things. So you have done something, guys. You need to make utilization of that. See, if you have achieved something, you need to make use of it. Okay, so if you have built a six-pack body, you need to do a photo shoot of that. So if you don't do photo shoot, if you just have a six-pack body and if you just wear like if you wear sweaters and if you go out, that is not a problem. I mean, no one will notice that you have done something. So in this current world, it is very important to showcase the things that you have learned, use the things that you have learned. You know to sing, you know to dance. If you don't go to competition, what is the use? Okay, you practice every day running like for 100 meters. If you don't go to Olympics, what is the use? So that is why you need to put your skills to test. So how do I put my skills to test? So how do I put my skills to test? Put your skills to test. So that is very important. And see, you have paid some money to do this internship program. You need to earn back the money also. See, if I invest 10 rupees somewhere, I am hoping that the 10 rupees will give me something. So if I invest 10 rupees in a share or 1 lakh rupees in the stock market, I'm expecting something to return back to me, right? So that is why you need to earn back your money also. This is also very important. So what will you do to put your skills to test and earn back the money? See, guys, when you have done your internship on your domains, for example, you have done it on IoT, data science, or AI ML. So what are the things that you could do? See, there are a lot of companies that are hiring for these specializations. So as like my other co-founder Supreet would have talked about service-based companies, product companies, so things like that. So there are product-based companies hiring on AI, ML, data science, IoT, full stack web development, any kind of internship program that you have attended. So there are a lot of companies hiring on these fields. Okay, so if you want to get a good package, I'm telling you, package minimum bare minimum package 8 LPA, maximum package is about 28 LPA. So 20, even if you are good enough, you might get much more package than this. How to get this minimum, maximum 8 LPA, 28 LPA? So whatever you have learned, so whatever you have learned in IoT, data science, AI, ML is the elementary or the basic level. So you have learned. So don't think that you are the expert. You have learned only the elementary level. So elementary level in the sense, so you have idea, so you can do certain things using this. Okay, so you have come to the elementary level, so you have learned only the elementary level. So if you want to get jobs, so if you want to work on this same thing, because lot of opportunity. So when you go to like companies like TCS, Infosys, Accenture, and blah blah blah, if I keep talking, so you will be assigned system engineer, you will be put on manual testing, or you will be put on some kind of maintenance job or something like that. See, I'm not telling those companies are not good or those companies are bad or anything. That is the way they work. See, if you go to a hotel that is serving some South Indian food, they'll serve South Indian food only. Okay, they won't serve any kind of like North Indian food or Chinese. So that is why you should be clever enough to understand what is the thing that you require. Okay, so if you haven't got any opportunity, only this is the opportunity that you have, that is fine. You can join companies. But what I'm trying to tell is, since you have already attended and you know the basic knowledge, you need to work further. So what can you work further? Okay, so if you have chosen AI, ML, and data science, so what things that you need to learn more? Okay, so I'll tell you this, very important. You need to work on something called as Flask. So what is Flask? So Flask is nothing but it is an Flask, and you need to also work on something called as Django. So Flask and Django. See, guys, this is also very important. Please pay maximum attention so that you will reap the benefit and you will tell that these are also very important. See, Flask and Django are web frameworks for your uh, in Python. So web frameworks in Python. So what is this web framework in Python and why do you need to learn it? See, whatever project that you've done, you studied about the wine quality, you studied about the Zomato data set, you studied about loan prediction, some kind of XYZ predictions you did. But whatever you did was all on the terminal, right? So you did everything in the terminal of the Python. But in the real world, do you see any Python terminal being used? So that is not being used. So that is why you need to connect your ML or any kind of program, so NLP or your computer CV. So you all need to connect that to a web server or a web page. So how do you connect it? Using the Flask and Django. So you have another thing called as Flutter also. You can work on anyone, become a master of that. If you do that, obviously you will be getting a very good job opportunity. So this is guaranteed from my side. So then what you can learn. So in NL, okay. So in NLP, you can do further analysis on chatbots. So you can learn about chatbots. Okay, so that is also very important. So this you will be trying to do. Okay, so in OpenCV, there are specialists that are required for OpenCV, but also you need to cover a topic called as neural network. So this neural network topic, I will also be doing a live session. So I have one more live session pending for you guys. That is on okay, so that live session is on random forest and decision trees and also about neural network. I will tell you basics of neural network because there's not much time frame to teach you about the entire thing. This is a whole new part. So if you can work, see, you already know data analytics, you already know pandas, matplotlib, visualization and everything. Slight more effort. In which area? In Flask or Django, Flutter. So that is for web frameworks. NLP, you can work on chatbots. OpenCV, you can include your neural networks for object detection. So in neural networks, you have libraries like TensorFlow, and you will have libraries like Keras. You will have libraries like PyTorch, where you can work on these concepts. So these are all money-making, huge earning, life-changing concepts. So if you can see, whatever you have learned is also very important. If you don't know basics, you can't do all these things. You have done everything, but do these things also. Do these things also. This is also very important. So what is the proof? How can you believe me on this? So simple thing, when I go to so when I go to simple thing, I'll tell AI ML engineer. Okay, I'll search a job on LinkedIn. I mean, I'll search a job on your this thing. I'll search a job on LinkedIn, so I'll see what is the requirement. So when I see about the requirement, okay, so I will see about the requirement. See, data scientist in FIS company, 6 people, our alumni work there. So I'm not telling anything that is new. Okay, see, understand this. So whatever I'm telling, this is not just for like joke or anything. This is very important. Okay, so you need to work on SAS, Python, R, Scala. So Python is enough. You should have worked on Python pandas. So you already worked on Python pandas. You must have experience in data science or machine learning, whatever algorithms that we have done. So this is one of the things that they require. So when I talk about Ernst & Young, so they are telling they need people who have worked on Spark, again, that is there. So then when I talk about Python developer, so they will ask about Django, and they will ask about, so when I talked about this, okay, so the bachelor's degree is enough. So that if you have Python, that is fine. So then Python developer, if you have worked on Dash framework, see, Flask and Dash. So Flask framework, Pandas data frame. So all these things are the necessary things when you're trying to apply for a job. See, whatever, okay, you cannot see anything. Okay, so is this visible now? Okay, thank you. So sorry for that, guys. So it is not okay. See, one important thing is they're asking about Flask, Django. So these are all the necessary thing. When I tell about ML engineer, so they will ask about ML. So when you talk about Python developer. So what they will ask about Python developer. So what are the things? A lot of companies are hiring, guys. See, you don't need to go to the company placement or anything. You can directly get like experience level. I'll put it as entry level. Okay. So when I put it as an entry level only, so there are different. So IHX is hiring this. So they are hiring entry level people. So see what they're asking: expertise in Python. Okay. Okay. So then they're asking Keras. Okay. NLP, as I told you, you already know a little bit of machine learning, Python. So that they're asking. Okay. So then get data science specialist. So what they're trying to ask. So they will ask about, okay, so they will ask about PySpark, Python basics. So then what else? What else? So ML engineer, when you put in like all those concepts. So what they're trying to ask. So ML engineer, when you try to put an entry level, okay, when you want to get paid internships also. So I mean, hundreds of opportunities, not 1, 2, 3. So what are they asking? So they are asking scikit-learn, NumPy, Matplotlib, Pandas. You know that, okay? So that is very important. Then machine learning engineer in, okay, in Intel, they need some experience. Okay, you have, okay, so they are telling create data visualization. So that is their model identification, analyze the data. You have analyzed the data. See, they're asking for some SQL requirement also. So this is also important. So try to learn one of the important that is SQL. So that is very important. So then again, so if for ML engineer, they'll ask SQL, but if you're a Python developer, so what they'll try to ask is in Python developer. So they will ask something that is related to backend. If you're working in backend, they'll ask about Python and Django. So Django related jobs. So you have a lot of things. So where can you learn about Flask and Django? Guys, there are a lot of resources. So when you go to freecodecamp.org, so when you just type in freecodecamp.org, so they are giving free content on whatever you want to. So whatever things, so whether it is in front end development libraries, data visualization, so there are hundreds of machine learning and Python. So 300 hours content is there. So do you have the thing about, like, do you have the patience to learn about 300 hours? This is very important. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to work. See, whatever we have taught you in the internship is the basics. So you need to learn about Flask and Django. So when you do Flask and Django, but you also need to learn about something else, that is your see, they're asking for Python, Django. Okay, Python developer. See, if you don't have interest in machine learning, just if you know if you're good at Python, so then you can learn Flask and Django. But if you have Flask and Django, additional things. Okay, so these are all very important. Oops, Python, Django. So see, I'm not telling there are jobs and there are something, but very important thing is you need to understand. So Ashutosh is asking about R development. See, I don't need anything. So when I type in R program, so R developer, so R programming. So see, when you compare it to R, it is less. So why it is less is R is only a supporting tool. So with R you cannot do anything. With R you cannot build frameworks. You cannot do a lot of things. But it is a supporting framework for research activities. So R programming, I think it is fine, but it is exactly similar to Python, guys. So when you try to learn about R, you don't need to ask me about R or anything. So you will only understand that it is exactly similar to your Python programming. So this is about like data scientist or AI ML or Python developer. Okay. So when I talk about IoT, Internet of Things. So IoT, if people are like from IoT background, if you have taken this IoT, so what you need to learn in IoT? See, even this AI, ML and data science, one thing is common between you guys is cloud. So cloud, and there is one thing called as DevOps. Okay, so DevOps is good for your like experienced professional will get a very good. Okay, so yeah, it is good if you know both Python and R, but like it is like an additional thing. So if 5 people are there, if you have some R experience also, that is good. So when you talk about IoT, so even AI and ML need this cloud and cloud platform. So cloud like AWS, Azure. So these cloud platforms are very much necessary. 99.99% necessary for IoT. Okay, so this is like 50% necessary for AI and ML. Both people need knowledge of AWS and Azure. and both people need knowledge of a database. So when I talk about database, MySQL is very, very important. So when I talk about other database, there is no SQL. So then there is MongoDB. So MongoDB, not necessary if you know about MySQL. So no SQL also no need. Okay. So database MySQL, even if IoT people know about this, this is also very important. Okay. So what else IoT people need to do apart from this? So they should be strong in networking. So what is networking? So when I talk about the LAN connections, the protocols, the MQTT, I2C, all those protocols is very important in case of IoT. So when I talk about anything, so you have message query telemetry and transport, MQTT protocol. So you must also be good in Python programming, where you can work on your boards on Raspberry Pi. So when you start working on elementary boards like Raspberry Pi, that is very, very important. Okay. So I also have 2 sessions pending for you. One is on Raspberry Pi and the other one is on Firebase. That also I'll be completing it in few days. So I was busy with some like international projects, so I couldn't do those live sessions. I'll do it. So within next week I'll do it. So networking is very important. Learn about the protocols, internet protocol, then the IoT protocols, for example. So then you have these connectivities like Zigbee, LoRa, 6LoWPAN. So learn about that. Okay, Zigbee, LoRa, 6LoWPAN, all those things you can learn. So this is also very important. So then they'll see, major thing about IoT is your networking and your embedded knowledge. So embedded knowledge, you know, a little bit of embedded knowledge. You worked on certain embedded system boards, but still you need to learn Python, work with Raspberry Pi and those kind of things. So if you ask me where is the job opportunity available for these people, so when you talk about job opportunities available, so when I type in IoT developer or IoT engineer, so there are jobs, guys. So there are hundreds of jobs available. So Internet of Things specialists, you have jobs that are related to that. So see, they're asking for C++, basic experience on Android, Raspberry Pi board, Raspberry Pi or Arduino board, experience with connecting with sensors and microcontrollers, then experience with PCB design. So all these things you basically understand all these things. So IoT developer, Hitachi Vanta. See, they're all taking in, see here in LinkedIn, I know it is limited opportunity, but when you go to company, so I was offered, see, when I was studying my engineering, so I was like doing projects on IoT and I was working on IoT related research activities directly without any interview. I got an opportunity in Wipro to lead the IoT team. So like that, there are hundreds of opportunities. Okay. So what you need to work on is, see, work on different kinds of boards, do some research projects, work on these wireless communication technologies, LoRa, Zigbee, 6LoWPAN. So work on the cloud, AWS, Azure, Firebase, work on DB, that is MySQL. So both AI and ML and data science. So you also need to work on SQL. You also need to work on cloud platforms. This is how you will get good jobs. See, whatever you have done is elementary, but if you have this knowledge, directly they will take in. So if they see resumes having AWS, Azure, then MySQL, good thinking about that. Then if you're good at networking protocols, if you worked on Raspberry Pi, done project on that, Zigbee, LoRa, 6LoWPAN, if you have done something research or project on this, 100% you will get it. So for AI ML, so when they see the word Flask, Django, like they will immediately put you on the next round. Neural networks, TensorFlow, Keras, Python. See, like that is an important thing. DevOps is optional. So it is like, I don't recommend DevOps for beginners. I recommend DevOps for experienced people. So that is when you go to the company, work 1 year, start learning DevOps. I will tell you lot of opportunities in software development life cycle. So this is also very important with respect to DevOps. Okay. So all the people have opportunities. Don't tell that I have chosen this, I have chosen that, I don't have opportunities. Every individual person here has opportunity. So neural networks with IoT, guys, neural networks is totally different. IoT is different. If you like think of a way, I mean, I don't tell it is not possible on a processor, but think of a way. Yes, it is possible, but it is not too easy to do it also. Okay. So this is one aspect you all need to understand with regarding your career perspectives also. See, I'm not telling only through LinkedIn you will get jobs. if you have good things on your profile, obviously you will get good jobs. Okay, so that is very important with respect to your career opportunities. So then what else is there? Where do you find? I already told you guys, go to freecodecamp.org. So freecodecamp.org. So this is the website. Okay, everything is free. You go to YouTube, type free code camp, everything. You have 6 hours, 7 hours, 12 hours. So you must have the time and courage to learn all these things. So then you can complete it. So freecodecamp.org is one part. Okay, so that is one part you can work on. So example to build projects in specific domain. So example to build projects in specific domain. Okay, so example to build projects in specific domain, if I'm trying to understand this. Okay, see, working on any technology that you okay, so okay, so working on any technology, you can do projects on as on your own. You can try to find some ideas, get it done, post it on GitHub. All those things will matter. That is also very important. So, and the skills also matter a lot. So if you have these things, no one can stop you from getting jobs. So this is why you need to start learning on these concepts to become more and more proficient and to work on these domains. I'm not telling, see, one person got a job in AI ML domain for 28 lakhs package from Amazon. So that you have already known. So she was interning under me. So then she had good knowledge, basics knowledge. So then she went and she got, see, I'm not telling tomorrow only you will get a job, day after tomorrow. It is like a process. Okay. You need to work towards it. So people tell that, okay, Elon Musk is rich, Elon Musk has so much money and everything because he worked for 20 hours a day, 22 hours a day, he got that. Okay. So it is not that you don't spend anything or like Flask or Django, which is best to begin with. Flask is best to begin with. So that is elementary. Then Django is a little complicated, but once you have Flask knowledge, you can work with Django. Okay. So, okay. So it is very important that you put your efforts. So if you don't put efforts and like, if you just tell that, okay, I did everything, I didn't get anything. So that is okay. That is acceptable. But if you don't do anything, so if you tell that, okay, I'm not having opportunities, I'm not having a job because you have not worked on it. Simple, guys. If you study, you will get marks. If you don't study, you won't get marks. So simple as that. So don't think that job or placement opportunities is just like a simple like thing that you go and attend. So everything needs preparation, everything needs knowledge, and everything is like a process. It is not one day or 2 day. Continuously, you must be involved in the technology so that you can, yes, for data, any person, AI and ML data science, Python developers, everyone needs Flask and Django. Yes. So see, you visualized, right? So best example I'll give you. You visualized using Matplotlib. Can you show that Matplotlib graph to any client? No, that is not possible. So what you need to do, you need to put it in the form of a web page. So I actually created a dash for a German company called Mecheltron. So they needed a dashboard for their business development. So I created the dashboard for them using Django as well as using a library called as Dash and Plotly library. So like that, there are complicated things that you can try to do. Though this is the basic elementary knowledge that you have. You have this. That was fine. You are on level 1. Others are in level 0. Now you need to move to level 2. So when you move to level 2, you have the jobs there. So that is very important. Okay. So you can do all these things. So if you have any, it's like, okay, so I forgot about job opportunity. So there are different job opportunities. So there's one company called Math Company that is looking for AI ML people who are worked on it. Just Pandas Matplotlib. So we have Bosch companies, though those people need IoT developers, just basic elementary IoT. If they have done some good projects, that is done. So Bosch is looking. So then we have Informatica. Okay, so Informatica. So that is also looking from us. They're taking candidates from us. Okay. So Math Company is offering how many lakhs package? Around 7 lakhs package. Bosch Company is offering around 5 to 6 lakhs package for IoT developers. Informatica is offering 11 lakhs package, but no one is ready to see. No one has cleared that. So that is why focus. It is not just learning the basics. More and more in depth, you need to go and you need to understand to get good opportunity. So if you are satisfied with 3 lakhs, I am fine. But if you want 7, 10, 20 lakhs packages, like even after graduation or doing something, so like that, then you need to focus. That is very important. So like more things will be put on the group, so don't leave the group. So that is very important. So I hope you had a very good experience in this internship program, and you have got the elementary or the basic knowledge to start with the domain. It's like we have opened the door and we have let you in this world. You need to explore the world right now. So you need to explore the particular world for knowledge. So that is what you need to do. So please guys, please put your efforts in the things that I have told, and if you can find something that is more interesting also, you can do. So that is also very good on that. So on this positive note, I will be ending this meeting. So I hope you had a wonderful experience with this internship program. How to clear technical round. So how to clear technical round, if you are trying to ask me how to clear technical round, see guys, technical round of interviews, they ask, see, if you're, there are two types of companies, as I told you. If you're looking for generic role like software engineer, so software engineer, if you're looking for those generic job opportunities, they will ask questions. They'll ask questions on basics of Java, they'll ask questions on operating system, so they'll ask questions on networking, they'll also ask questions on Java. If you know, they'll ask about OOPS. So if you are looking for higher package, they will ask for data structures and algorithms. See, if you are looking for Accenture, Infosys, TCS, basics they'll ask. Basic questions they'll ask regarding Java, OOPS, operating systems, networking, DS and algorithms. So basics. If you go to companies like Cisco, so if you go to companies much on a next level scale, 10 lakhs, 11 lakhs. In TCS only you have two things, right? So one is the basic elementary coding level. Next one is your TCS coding ninja. So that is the second part. So if you want to clear that important thing, so what you need to do is, so like you need to be familiarized with things that are like, this is for a software engineer job. So if you go for an ML engineer or IoT, they'll ask you questions about these networking, they'll ask about NLP, they'll ask about Flask, what projects you did, how did you do those projects. Simple things. Since you are all freshers, they won't take in so much. But generic software engineer, basically C++ or Java with OOPS concepts they will ask. Operating systems is 100%. Networking, data structures and algorithms, this is what they'll ask. So other than these things, they won't ask anything much more in the technical round. But if you are going to elementary companies, if you know basic coding, that is enough. Basic coding, not an expert. Okay, if you know basic coding, you can easily clear. I can tell you can easily clear TCS, you can easily clear Accenture or anything. So basic coding experience, if you have, you can clear it. But without coding, obviously it is not at all possible. So if you are weak in coding, so right now I think October 1st your 7th sem has started. So if you don't know coding, still if you want to join an IT job, please guys, very important, please learn these aspects. Start today only, today night only you start working on C++, basic concept. They won't ask anything other than the basics. So very important. So if you are going to higher packages, they will screw you in this data structures and algorithms. But for 4 to 5 lakh jobs, this is more than enough if you can clear aptitude. So then again, HR round, they'll just test you. If you're good with that, they'll obviously give you a job. So these companies are hiring. So I'll be posting all the details shortly in the group. So whoever is interested can apply, whoever is eligible can apply. So much more opportunities are available. So we will be helping you get your placement opportunities apart from the college also. So that is also there. So if you have already got a package, again, higher package also, it is fine. So how many of you have got a job already? Okay, two participants. So you can raise your hands. So I can count the hands. 3. How many of you have already placed? Six participants, 7 participants. Okay, 7 out of 121. So 7 out of 121 have got placed. So can you just tell me which companies you got placed in? Cognizant, good, very good. Dell, excellent. Capgemini, Cognizant, and Wipro, 3 packages, good. EY, GDS, DXC, Cognizant, good. So see, guys, emphasis. So that is also excellent. So see, guys, there are a lot of opportunities. So if see these people, I can tell you that they are pretty good at coding. So they can code easily. So they can get jobs. So that is the easy thing. So see, 2 things are very important to get a job in IT field. So one thing is, see, basic aptitude. If you have cleared engineering, if you have got CGPA, obviously you will know basic aptitude. So basic aptitude will not be a problem, but you need to refresh on basic aptitude. So when you refresh on basic aptitude, that is good. Technical round, see, focus on the programming aspect very much, basics of Java or C++. Hold on to anyone. So if you don't know Java, if you know a little bit of C++, hold on to it. If you know Java, hold on to that, because in technical round, if there is a coding round there, you might be allowed to answer in both C++ and Java, whichever is like comfortable to you, you can hold on to it. Basic concepts of OS, networking, data structures, algorithms will easily fetch you a job. But a little bit of communication skill is also required. You must be able to convince that person. That is very important. If you just sit quietly in your interview process, that won't be good, right? So, like, good. So I also want other people to also get placed. So that is why I'm telling you to like work on these aspects. So we'll also be providing lot of opportunities. Okay, so people have already got placed, so we'll be providing much more higher packages, trying to put you in much more higher packages also. So that is why, guys, please concentrate and work towards your career. That is very important. See, if you are in the college, you won't know anything because you are under the shell. When you come out, even if you have got placed in the company, things are difficult. There are a lot of challenges that you need to face every day. So that is why I request you to put your maximum efforts and try to, work towards this particular cause and get a good career. If you're trying to go abroad for higher education, work on research papers, work on, building a good profile, work on your GRE, GMAT scores. That is also very important. See, that is like if you're getting a tier 2 university in abroad, get to tier 1 universities, because one of my classmates, he was sitting right next to me. So he got placed in Google. So that is how, see, things can change. Things can change a lot. So that is why, so don't like stop putting efforts. Please put continuous efforts. So I hope that this internship has made some sense. And thank you guys for attending this internship. So we'll be posting you the links of the live sessions whenever they'll be held in this week or next week. We'll be posting that, and also about the job opportunities that are there. So please don't leave this group, and I hope and I like wish all the best for you guys and wish you best success also. Thank you guys, and thank you for attending this internship and making this as a very successful internship. And thank you, thanks a lot. So okay guys, take care. I'll post this recording also. Okay. Thank you guys. And you have been very excellent students in this internship program. So I hope you excel a lot. So anything that is there regarding queries or anything that you want to get it solved anytime, any day, you can just text me. I'll answer. So if I don't answer, because if you see my texts, my WhatsApp hangs every time I switch on the internet. So that is why I'll take a little bit of time. If I don't answer, please do repeatedly message me so that I'll answer it. Okay. So thank you guys for attending this program. I hope it has made a little bit of sense to you, and it is not about attending this internship program. Beyond that, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to learn, that matters the most. So thank you guys, and I hope you have had a good session. So take care and best of luck, guys. Thank you.